Tonight, from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California, Cat Raiders set to kick off. It's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Rodgers now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
How about this? They'll try the option. Left side. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Jones with a nice gain there on first down as he takes his forward and call it a pickup of 6. Now we've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is Jones. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete.
Complete to Cordero Patterson.
The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him the first. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 43. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the Niners' 35-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski. Complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. For the Packers and Niners, this, of course, a rematch of the NFC Championship game from a year ago. And that game belonged to the 49ers. You might remember Raheem Mostert. Boy, he really made a name for himself in that one. 220 yards on the ground, 4 touchdown runs in the 37-20 victory that sent the 49ers to Miami.
The 49ers
on 2nd and 12. Rodgers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. And well.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Out of the backfield, it's T.J. Yeldon. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara. And now it's 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On the option, it's Jackson. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
That's another 40.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
49er.
A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pick.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Lamar Jackson, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep it back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
And the Mexico City 1st down.
A 1st down carry now for Yeldon. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
A loss of a yard on the play. And it's 3rd down.
To throw on 3rd down. Rodgers quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
Jackson on 1st down. Flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
At the 31-yard line.
After 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
7, Packers 3.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Flushed out right. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Jackson's going to look to run it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards. Better than 20 here. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple. Down to the 15-yard line. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown run. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Well, solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's T.J. Yeldon. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Shotgun now for Rodgers. His throw incomplete. The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deontay Johnson, 30 yards. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Taken about 7 yards deep, and Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. So, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. He's thrown for a touchdown pass, and it's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, 49ers. Calvin Ridley, 69 yards. And the 49ers add on to their lead. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
1st down, Packers.
A shotgun handoff now to Yeldon. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. On 2nd down, here's Yeldon. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Demario Davis gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't... Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way into the sack. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll get it down here to the 43. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or 2. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the 2nd quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves. Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. This is caught inside the 15. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 30 seconds to go in the 1st half. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Touchdown. George Kittle there to make the grab. And this offense is running away with this one. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. Jarvis Landry and company heading back onto the field now. He's been good so far to this point in the 2nd quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
They'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the 2nd quarter. And he comes back with one complete. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Throwing is Rodgers. They go with a screen. It's Yeldon. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Here comes Cohen. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. And how about the start so far, Charles? 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And that's how you generate excitement on a team. Keep your offense moving at a really high level. And it's also how you establish leadership, by playing that well. 3 touchdown passes, that's the way to lead.
Now he's just hoping for number 4. Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 27 yards on the gain there. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustment. That's caught at the 25. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Defense.
Give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll run it with Kamara. And did he get in? Yes, they say it's a touchdown. Alvin Kamara. 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the 49ers, they're just pouring it on. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the numbers. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. And the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this carries into the end zone. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
He takes this for 3 to the 29. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. 3rd, working from the gun, Rodgers. And that will be incomplete.
Pass intended for Cordero Patterson.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
On the return is Cohen. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And possession will switch hands, first and 10.
29.
Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that...
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Dean Lowry able to get in there and drop him behind the line.
Second and 10.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, 49ers. Alvin Kamara with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the 49ers continue to roll. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
20-yard line.
Eluding the pressure right. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Jabril Peppers on the coverage.
Throwing again. Jackson. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Alvin Kamara taking it in. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. A drive there of just 4 plays. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Taken about 7 yards deep. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Now the Packers get set to go. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room.
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And this is going to be 49er football. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
From the gun, it's Jackson.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal, trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. Again, Jackson being chased out left. And that is going to be incomplete. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Packers... D comes up with a big stop.
You. Check out.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. A gain of...
A pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Again, it's Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
3rd down.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And it won't be a pick 6, but he will have his guys set up at the 2-yard line.
After that play, I think we know one quarterback will be extremely happy if his defense can hold the opposing team to a field goal here.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. And that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you? And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Prater for the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Taken about 7 yards deep, and Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
From the 29, Rodgers. And this one incomplete.
Hello.
Too much contact to hold on to that one.
Playing this game. Yep.
It's third down.
70-3 in the third quarter.
From the gun, Rodgers.
I missed him.
Flushed out right. Only able to get back
1 minute left in the third quarter. Bosa just missed him. That's 4th and 6.
Yeah, not much there that time. And I think
Went for him 4th down on like the 5. Incompleted a pass. I probably should have had a touchdown there, but the only reason I went for it is because they're deep in my end, you know. They'd have to go 95 yards, so.
And that will come the offense as they take over. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. Really solid effort for him right now. Third quarter, already 4 touchdown passes.
Ooh, that's a big hit.
That remains to be seen, but I know one thing, you and I will be here to watch, and I'm not going anywhere. With what he's doing in this contest, I'm not missing a minute of it. This guy's been spectacular.
Yeah, I mean, it's a team game, but sometimes these individual performances are fun.
I probably should have thrown about 4 picks, but their guys just can't catch it, which is crazy, knowing this is Williams' old team.
Yeah, it's been exciting. Trying to get
and they were kind of little ball hawks.
On 2nd down, Kamara.
End of the third
short, so it'll be 3rd and less
against
than
Mexico City.
Back now here in Santa Clara. The Niners on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. The busy night continues for Kamara.
Man, I just missed that guy.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes
I have not thrown very well with Jackson, though.
Doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On the ground, this is Kamara. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
That is caught inside the 5. And the 49ers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a
That's probably my best drive the entire game.
Punching it in from a yard away as his guys continue to to pour it on. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1 we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well because you and I
Ravens is playing their game,
protecting the home field,
and they've stopped, but it doesn't show that they're still in progress. You know what I mean?
So you go into it, yeah, we want it.
So I don't know if they saved it or what.
Yeah, two sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw, and he'll complete this one to Patterson.
No, this is on the game-based thing.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And 5 yards.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers.
Got him. Got Gronkowski.
Gronkowski complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Good defense holds
it again.
Only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter.
Man, he like
unable to get it done.
It'll be a
44-yard punt, 6
on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It has been quite a display here in the opening game of the new season. And really, they're putting the rest of the NFL on notice. They are going to be title contenders as now they look to finish.
Aaron Rodgers doesn't look too happy.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Kamara. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. The Niners on 3rd down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. Here it's 3rd and 2. Rolling to his left. And now he'll let this one go. And that's
oh, he caught it.
Inside the 30. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle.
Kittle had one-on-one.
Second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And this offense continues to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
Patterson's not going to return it. I'm not going to let him return it.
Ready to get their next drive underway. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Operating from the gun, Rodgers. Quick hitter here.
They keep going in pretty quickly. I can't ever get a big hit or take their legs out.
2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
2nd and 2.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. And
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Throwing right in that.
Come on, Diggs.
And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was way too open.
Keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
Push him back. Push him back.
And again, it's Rodgers.
Here we go. Way to knock the ball out.
He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So 2nd
Sure,
down,
blitz.
still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a
Full rush.
quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked.
And the Niners get there and
Sacked
bring
him.
down. Dante
I made Rodgers fumble twice. Throw interception.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Good hit, Woods. Knock that ball loose.
intended for Chase Claypool.
Second pass deflection. Tucker tried to kick a 59-yarder. Missed it earlier in the game.
And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here.
Like, I don't know if he would have made it or not. I know it was wide to the right.
The 49ers offense
2:05 left.
And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the fourth quarter. And now
how did he grab me?
Take some time off the clock. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Like, I don't even agree with that.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. They run it again with Kamara.
Let's go.
And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
And, Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second.
Come on, you're supposed to stop on a dime, Kamara.
Lamar Jackson seems to thrive.
He was brought down by 1.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And he almost intercepted it.
That was good coverage for that safety.
They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been there first. And it's third down now.
Third down and 10 yards.
Now it's Jackson. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson.
Oh, he got free. Wow.
He can run for it, and he will.
I threw the ball in plenty of time, but Lamar Jackson got out of that double sack.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
It was on 4th down, too.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
He's fixing to hit Kittle across the middle.
Play action. Now Jackson. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end.
Touchdown, Kittle.
Get into the end zone.
Probably a little bit salt to the wound, but
this thing is ugly.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now
9 plays, 84 yards.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
This is not going to return it.
The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers, high throw.
He ain't caught crap all day, and he catches that.
Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. From the gun, Rodgers, and that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds
10
left.
seconds left.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to kick it away. Fair catch called
Fair
for
catch.
and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he'll have this past the...
I just ran with Jackson. That's fine. You would think I actually tried to run with Jackson, but had a lot of busted plays.
That first Thursday night game also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
I ran for about 300 yards total.
We were into the regular season, the first game of the year, and you know all eyes were watching this one. Everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigs.
Up 294, 3 for 459.
Fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build up to it, right? All day
4 takeaways.
Then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
Rogers, man, I only threw 54% of my passes.
They begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener.
TJ Yeldon had 6 rushes for like 2 yards and then ended up getting 1 for 20 yards.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat.
Kittle had 6 catches, 178 yards, 3 touchdowns.
The Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Ridley had 3 for 117 touchdown. Ross.
Alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our
Deontay had 1 for the 30.
We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Demario Davis had 9 tackles. He had 8 in the first half. Bosa had, Demario Davis had 12 tackles. Bosa had 9. Diggs had 6. Tackles for loss. Davis had 3. Bosa had 2. Sacks. Bosa 2. Solomon 1. Hightower 1. Davis 1. Diggs 1. And then Hightower with the interception. Mosley had 4 pass deflections. Yeah, you should have had probably 2 interceptions too. Bosa, Tart, and Thomas all had a forced fumble. 3 of my guys all had and 1 touchdown.